Your Dallas Cowboys future and 10 questions about it. I'm Mike Fisher. This is the Fishbowl. That is the Star. Cowboys ready to hit the final four of this NFL season with still semi-high hopes about where it might all go. My friend Calvin Watkins from the Dallas Morning News recently wrote a piece, 10 questions the Cowboys must resolve in the next 4 weeks. So there's the 10 questions. I think I've got 10 answers, or at least I will give it a shot to have my 10 answers. CowboysSubstack.com, of course, is where it's at. We discuss it here, we discuss it there, and away we go with some insight gleaned from here in Frisco, from inside the Star, combined with my own semi-educated guessing. I humbly offer my 10 answers, and here we go. Question number 1, is Tyler Guyton the starting left tackle? Calvin writes that he might be better suited to the right side, and then Calvin suggests maybe the Cowboys use one of their coming first-round picks for a left tackle. Here's the fish take. I've already speculated that the Cowboys might move on from Terrence Steele on the right side. That'd create $14 million worth of cap savings. You save $14 million by saying goodbye to Terrence Steele. You could go buy yourself a $14 million tackle, or, as Calvin suggests, you draft a starter. Problem with drafting a starter, that's what Tyler Guyton was supposed to be. He was supposed to be a star left tackle. And so if it was so easy to just use a first-round pick, mid or late, on a starting left tackle, Cowboys would have already done it. Item 2, question 2. What is Sam Williams' future? Calvin Watkins writes in the Dallas Morning News that he's about to, quote, finish with a career low in sacks and quarterback hits. He has just 1 sack this season. And then Calvin also points out that the rookie Donovan Easy and the possibility of drafting a pass rusher next season could have Williams' future in question. Fish take, I'll go a little stronger than that. Williams has all the ability in the world. He is a classic case. We have this every year in Cowboy free agency. He's got a player's got potential, got some production. Other teams think he's worth twice what the Cowboys think he's worth, and away he goes, and then the Cowboys end up with a compensatory pick. I think somebody will overpay in free agency to plug into the Sam Williams talent, and I don't think that somebody will be Dallas. Issue number 3 on the 10 questions about the Cowboys' immediate future. Can Siobhan Revell get more playing time? From Calvin Watkins of the Dallas Morning News. Whether Trayvon Diggs returns from his own knee issues in the next 4 weeks, the more snaps that the rookie gets, the better. Future starters at corner, Bland and Revell for 2026. So Calvin says, why not give the rookie more playing time? Fish take, for the next month, and it'd be great if Trayvon Diggs comes back and helps. But the rookie Revell, who's coming off, of course, his own serious knee surgery, and who stumble-bummed around a little bit in his debut against Detroit. Bland, maybe Diggs, Revell, I don't know that the Cowboys have much choice but to play the rookie Siobhan. Not just because he needs it, but because they, at that position, need him. Issue number 4, put forth by the Dallas Morning News. Mike Fisher reporting here on my thoughts on the Cowboys' top 10 questions for the immediate future. Is Ryan Flournoy the number 3 wideout? Calvin Watkins answers the question himself. He writes, Flournoy has 29 catches, 349 yards, 3 touchdowns in 13 games. He's clearly number 3 wideout. That's what Calvin writes. Fish take. Cowboys 6th-round pick from 2024. He's been better than Jalen Tolbert. He's been better than the invisible Jonathan Mingo. And in fact, on offense, he's been at least as helpful as even Kevontae Turpin in a completely different way. As it relates to next year, here's the good news with Flournoy in the picture. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, who's not going anywhere, Flournoy, and Turpin. That gives Dallas a loaded receivers room. And all they have to do is continue to develop. In the case of Flournoy, he's going to get better and better and better, you think. In the case of George, just get everything a little more screwed down, I think. And Flournoy will be the number 3 wideout in a really good room in 2026. Item 5 on the Dallas Morning News' list of top 10 issues that the Cowboys must deal with, top 10 questions. Can George Pickens improve his off-the-field antics? That's the question that my friend Calvin Watkins asks. And Calvin writes, we've seen some problems with being late to meetings, missing a team bus to a game, having his hustle questioned. Fish take. Asked and answered by the Cowboys. They are extraordinarily comfortable with all things Pickens. And they're going to end up paying him that way. Not the $40 million a year that Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio absurdly reports. It's not $40 million. He doesn't have him over that barrel, but it'll be at least $28 million because that's the franchise tag. And I've reported often, early and often, that is absolutely the Cowboys' plan. Along with hugs and nudges from Jerry Jones and Brian Schottenheimer to make sure that George understands, whether it's the 28 franchise tag or it's 30 or it's the exact same 34 that CD, whatever the number is. There will be hugs and nudges from Jerry and Schottenheimer that insist he live up to the demands that go with his first huge NFL paycheck. George Pickens can absolutely improve some of his behavioral things. He's established that he can improve them because he's leaps and bounds from where he was in Pittsburgh. Issue number 6 on the Dallas Morning News' top 10 questions about the immediate future. Will the quarterback Joe Milton see some playing time? Calvin Watkins writes that if the Cowboys are out of the playoff race in the regular season finale, then Joe Milton should start at quarterback against the Giants. Fish take. I'm a buyer here. The Cowboys, if they're out of the running going into that last game, they could wish to showcase Dak Prescott one more time to get him comeback player of the year votes or even MVP votes. And I bet that Coach Brian Schottenheimer believes that his culture is best served by closing with a win. So those two issues are in play. But if you want to beat the Giants, then help Joe Milton beat the Giants. Again, this is in a scenario in which the Cowboys are out of it. The Eagles do fine down the stretch. The Cowboys struggle down the stretch. Cowboys have nothing playoff regarding to play for in the final game at the Giants. Don't worry about individual trophies for Dak Prescott. Who cares? Let's get the future number 2 quarterback of the Cowboys some work. And let's let the Cowboys get a good look at him. Let's let Joe Milton get a good look at the world of NFL football. He's only done it about this much, about yay much. Winning that last game for culture, it's fine. But winning that last game with Joe Milton is even better. And organic tanking, a phrase that I created, that might be the best thing served of all. Play Joe Milton, and if you lose the game, fine. He gets the experience, and your draft pick inches up just a little bit. The Joe Milton playing in the final week of the regular season, if the Cowboys have nothing else to play for, is a no-brainer to me. Issue number 7 on the Dallas Morning News' top 10 questions and Mike Fisher's answers. Is Javonte Williams the 2026 starter at running back? He's rushed for a career-high 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. He's a team-first guy. He's uniquely intelligent. He's got north and south power, and he's got a little wiggle, and he's a primo pass protection guy. He's been really, really good. Calvin notes that, quote, the pounding that he's taken is something the front office must think about when it comes to offering a contract for next year. That's too bad because, fish take, that's part of the catch-22 now of Javonte. Hey, great job giving up your body for us. Well, your body looks pretty beat up. I don't think we want you back anymore. I don't think that's the way this will necessarily go. The other catch-22 is he has established that you can sign a $3 million running back and have him be really good. So why should I pay 4 times that for a good running back when I can do it for $3 million? The Cowboys aren't going to give Javonte Williams a gigantic raise to stay. They'd like him to stay. Maybe he resigns here at another bargain. And at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised, Jaden Blue, no disrespect, you're not done yet, but wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys take another stab in the draft at another potential star running back. Item number 8 on the Dallas Morning News' immediate questions that got to get answered in this final month. Will Matt Eberflus, the defensive coordinator, return? Calvin Watkins writes that the remaining 4 games look favorable for the Cowboys, and if Eberflus's defense responds, there's no question he should return. Fish take, Cowboy Nation might disagree with that, but the Joneses have essentially already announced their intention of retaining Eberflus here. It took a while. We've discussed here that maybe it took a little too long for Eberflus to bend his scheme to his talent rather than the other way around. But Dallas now playing more man-to-man in the secondary. The Quinnen Williams trade has pushed him to using a 5-man front featuring a trio of standout interior linemen. That's rather unusual, and they get credit for being creative. So, Mike Fisher of CowboysRoundtable.com says, barring a final month collapse, I bet he's staying. Item number 9, better starts. That's on the Dallas Morning News Calvin Watkins list of 10 things that got to get done. Calvin writes, the Cowboys have trailed early in each of the last 5 contests, and that creates a series of holes to climb out of. First, fish take. Schottenheimer's opening offensive plays are scripted. How can those not work? His culture is based on unity and unselfishness and focus. How can that not work? The real problem is that getting off to stronger starts is not something that can be bottled. It's not even something that can be coached. It just happens if you're good. And if you're not good, it doesn't happen. Good teams start strong because they're good. Mediocre teams, likewise, do what they do. That's it. Fish on take number 10 from the Dallas Morning News and its top 10 concerns, questions, and answers. The question from Calvin Watkins, where are their takeaways? And Calvin notes accurately, the Cowboys -8 in the takeaway giveaway department. Last 3 weeks, they have 6 turnovers with just 2 takeaways from the defense. Fish take. This season, the Cowboys have just 10 takeaways. That's a bottom 4 number in the NFL. It's a category in the NFL led by the Bears with 27. Consider the irony. Eberflus was the Bears head coach last year. How did he leave all the takeaways behind him? The fact is, takeaways are really hard to coach. A team can coach gang tackling. A team can coach peanut punching. A team can coach risky aggression towards making an interception. But takeaways kind of just happen when they happen. On offense, turnovers can be about fundamentals, right, Jake Ferguson? On defense, of all the 10 future predictions from the Dallas Morning News questions and answers with me, Mike Fisher of CowboysRoundtable.com, this is the one that truly cannot be predicted. Fish out.